up, Brent?
What's up?
How's your
Good
day going,
evening.
man?
Every day is a blessing. And you, Aiden?
Oh, man, going good. Every day is a blessing, man.
How did everybody do today?
All right, pretty good.
All right. You sell some cars?
No prospecting went great though.
Well, then that's what it's build that pipeline. What about you, Usman?
Not bad. Delivered a car and got 2 appointments for tomorrow.
Was it a Porsche or what did you deliver?
It was a BMW M8 convertible.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
I got a 1999 Prowler on trade for that thing.
damn.
Damn.
I told you, you got to start making videos of Porsches, buddy. Like it will, because it's so rare, it will blow up. And you're a clean cut, good looking dude. Do it.
Brent,
I tried to give it a shot and I was like, definitely got to get more repetition though.
Yeah. Kason, what's up?
am I late or what?
Yeah, you missed the meeting.
Oh, what is this?
This is the second free training that all kinds of people will be on.
The after party,
I,
man.
I was getting a pump.
It's all good. It was a very good one. You'll have the replay tomorrow morning.
All that blood flowing from that big old deal I did. I had to pump it out.
So you sold a car out of service, right?
Yes, sir.
And you personally made 1,200 bucks.
1,200 my part.
That's what I meant. Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah,
it pretty much paid for the training, right?
exactly. Hey, I think I got three for sure, maybe four appointments Saturday.
From service?
One of them's from service, but it's from like activities that I haven't been contacting. But since I started this training, I feel motivated to go to work every day and actually do calls, what I'm supposed to be doing.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
Yeah, but I'm about to go home and take a bath.
Yeah, you probably stink.
Yeah, I'm about to sit in my filth.
What's
All
up,
right, but
Michael Lang?
I'm out of here. Y'all have a good night.
You too, buddy.
Hey, brother, how was time with the kiddos?
It was amazing. We drove around looking at some Christmas lights, came home, jumped right on live, had about 9 minutes with them. It's the very end of the night. So they're usually like my wife's putting them to bed. They're usually just like lights are off, TV's off. Like
How old are they?
yeah, they don't want to really interact. They're about to go to bed. So yeah, just to kind of kiss them, say goodnight. What's up, Loxton?
How old are they?
5 and 3.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, super little. One's in preschool. The other one doesn't go to school.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
What's
That's
up,
awesome.
Super
Loxton?
little.
What about AB? He's too cool to have his camera on.
Mm.
All right. So what are we going to talk about? What we want to role play on? What do y'all want to ask questions about? What do y'all want to do? Y'all control the floor.
Um, I had a question about the service drive.
Let's do it.
I managed to get the list of the next day's appointments. Made a
Hmm.
few calls about it.
Yep.
Uh,
Did
what
it
do you do
work?
about when? Yeah, I got people. I basically said what you told me to. I'm gonna show up there. I'm gonna shake their hand, stuff
Yep.
like that. Introduce myself,
Hmm.
and I got a lot of confirmations. But also a lot of them were just already owned by other people.
Yeah. Meaning like salespeople that already sold them.
Hmm. Our
Okay.
dealership is a lot of repeats.
So does like understand this? Chase Howes is getting in here. If you What policy does your dealership have if there's been no contact with the previous salesperson?
Uh, See, I got like a personal thing. If you haven't contacted them within a year and a half, I'm gonna talk to them.
Okay.
Uh, I've said that to the other guys. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I mean, if I'm not contacting them, that's okay. But all of our guys are really good at follow-ups. That's what makes them have so many repeat customers. I mean, we have people that have been there 30 plus years, like David Wade, uh, Wes, Nick, and and Mark have all been there for a crazy long time. So they're so good with their follow-ups that the rest of the new guys, when it comes to those sorts of things, we don't really get a lot of the orphans and stuff from them just not following up.
Yeah, there's still people. So if your dealership gives them a year and a half, in my opinion, that's a long time. If you haven't followed up in a few months, shame on you. I'd follow up with thousands of customers every other month. So if that's what the rule of your dealership is, then you gotta, rely on the rules and just keep calling people. But in my opinion, there's a decent bit of people that still go through service that is not attached to a salesperson. Um, like most dealerships don't even sell out of the service drive. Um,
Oh
do,
yeah.
does your dealership do that?
Well, we actually do have someone who works for acquisition. It's what we call them.
Yep.
And their job is they're supposed to work out of the service drive.
How many do
But
they sell a month?
well, we just put a new guy on it. The last guy, so the our just to preface it, the last guy just got fired, and he only got two acquisitions the whole month, three acquisitions in total in his time as the position. And the worst dealership in our group did 20 besides us.
Yeah, it should be at a bare minimum 3%. Um, like if you're a decently run, you can get 5%. Some dealerships go as high as 6, 7, 8%. I know somebody like Brian Benstock, he's an owner and like very well respected in the industry. They sell 180 cars out of the service drive every single month, and that individual, that place, like they roll. But it's also like up there in New York, up there we're close by Usman, and like that's how important. But also, it tells me this, what you just said. They want you to sell out of service. So when he sold two cars last month, can he sell from other people's customers or no?
See, that's something I don't know. It's something I got to talk to the guy who just got put on there. He was a regular salesman, but they moved him because they feel like he'll do better in this position. So that's a question I'll have to ask him, or possibly even one of our BDC managers who kind of directly helps them with that position.
So who so who gave you the list to call?
I went directly to the BDC manager. I went to service first to try and get it, and they're like, "Well, the service director, one who like has all the vehicles and stuff, he didn't have that." He said the best bet would be the person who actually sets all the appointments, and that's in our BDC. We have a service
Yep.
uh, appointment advisor. So I went to him. He was like, "Yeah, I can't really help you there." And the actual BDC manager is like, "I can do it." And he got me the list. And then I started, I looked them all up in the system first, opened all the tabs on people who weren't claimed and who weren't actively in conversation.
So do you think your managers are going to be okay for you selling out of service?
Yeah, I talked to my used car manager first before I
What
did
do you say?
anything. He said that's completely fine. That is Ethan's job, but I mean, if you can snipe him yourself, it's an eat or be eaten world.
I love the way he thinks. Okay, as long if you don't follow up, then that's on you. So what I would do is this: even if they belong to people, he's basically telling you sell out of service because one of the easiest ways to move the needle at any dealership is selling out of service. It is like service provides. Um, it makes me think of like that dinosaur movie. My daughter's like the storm provides like those little vultures. I don't know if y'all know.
Hmm.
Good Dinosaur is the name of it, but so, in my opinion, he's okay doing it. So, I would call everybody, set the appointments. When they get there, you try to sell them a car. Like, worst case, even if you had to split the deal, but you're selling a ton of cars out of service, is it worth it? Yes, because you're
Hmm.
mastering something that most people never master. Most people, if you go and talk to an average salesperson, they sell zero cars out of service. So, if you can do great on the phone, if you can do great out of service, if you can do great lot ups, inbound phone calls, internet leads, if you can master all steps in the automotive industry, that's how you become the elite. So, in my opinion, do it. Call those people. Worst case, even if you have to split it, but what you will find out is they are some of the biggest grossing deals that you will ever do in your entire life. The reason why that is because most people they don't know what their trade is worth, meaning they're not really in the market. You are creating a market They don't know the price of the car. Like it is just some of the biggest grossing deals. They like your dealership, so the trust level is there. Like everything that is truly like that can go right, it goes right with service deals. So if you master that, I promise you, you will absolutely kill it. And I mean absolutely kill it. So please, please, please do it. If you need any help, reach out to me. Happy to help you out.
Thanks.
Absolutely. What else? What do you want to work on, Usman?
So a couple things. So
Let's
mentioning like
go.
service, and a lot of these people don't know their trade-in value. So the main issue that we're running with, a lot of our leases are Macan leases, and from 2022 to 2026, the Macan is exactly the same. The Macan is exactly the same, but the MSRP price point is about 20 grand higher from 2022. So what the residuals are versus what the value of the car is, it's just we're not buying a lot of these lease returns that are coming back. Um, and just last week, so we ran a Black Friday special. So it was 15% off on a Macan. Buy rate money factor, taxes and fees up front, 899 per month. Majority of the Macan clients right now are $1,000 or more a month. I pitched that deal to 3 or 4 clients that I got in touch with during that Black Friday week. Nobody took the deal. I
Why?
was I was shocked because most of them have still 6 months remaining. So they're like, it's still too early for me to think about getting into a new Macan.
Okay.
But the great thing about that is Porsche does waive the sixth payment if you get into another lease, which I told them. They're like, oh, I got too much going on with the holidays. I'll think about it more closer to end of my lease.
All right. Whoever Jake is, or whoever Jake is, we're meeting. All right. So this is all right. So let's role play. Okay. So I'm a big believer in this. Okay. And my mentor would always say this to me. Like when two people meet, one person gets sold. They're selling you that they don't need to do it right now. You need to be selling them on why they need to do it right now. So let's role play. So did you call these people or how did you get a hold of these people?
That's the mine. I was
Master.
cold calling
Okay.
them.
So pitch
Yeah.
me. So I'm the customer. You're calling me. How do you talk on the phone? Pitch me.
So let's say you pick up the phone, right?
Yep. This is
Hey,
Brent.
hey Brent, this is Usman over at Porsche South Shore in Freeport, New York. How are you doing today?
Every day's a blessing.
Awesome. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Don't ask that, but keep going. No, it's a good time.
Perfect. I just wanted to confirm, are you still driving your 2023 Porsche Macan?
All right. You're keeping it transactional. Not a good thing, but we'll say, yeah,
Right.
I still have it. Yeah, I do.
Awesome. How do you like it?
I love it. Love it. Absolutely. Everything's perfect about it. Got the leather seats, I mean, it's just a fun little car. I can park it. Yeah, it's super nice.
Awesome. So I was taking a look at your lease account. So it's showing me you have 6 payments remaining. Your next payment is coming up in about 14 days. The reason I called you today is you do qualify for Porsche's end of term lease loyalty program. What that means to you, Porsche will cover the 6 remaining payments on your current vehicle, and you will not be responsible for the last service that's due on the car prior to turning in your lease.
Okay. Okay.
So the reason I was calling you today, I have a very similar 2026 Porsche Macan that my manager is doing it crazy special on. So I see you're paying 1024 per month, and you put your taxes and fees down last time. If we keep everything the same, you're going to be looking at a 899 per month payment.
Okay.
How does that sound?
Um, yeah, I don't know if I really want to get another one.
And why is that?
I mean, I love my car, but I really just haven't thought about it.
Gotcha. I know still too early to think about it, but Brent, I'm telling you, a deal like this is not going to come again. This is the one car we have in stock, and this is the only car we're doing the special on. As soon as somebody takes it, you're going to be looking at back to 1,000 to even more a month on the same Porsche Macan.
Okay.
So are you available today in the afternoon or later in the evening to come in?
I probably just need to think about it a little bit more.
Gotcha. So at that point, that's when I kind of
All right.
don't have much to say to them.
All right. So let's do this. Understand, you're selling it just from a transactional standpoint. What questions did you have in there that truly were like to try to get to know me? There was none. Also, don't take us the wrong way, okay? I'm just, this is how we get better. And that is you're very monotone during the entire interaction. Like, have you ever seen like Wolf of Wall Street?
Yes.
Have
I
you
watch
ever
that movie at
seen
least once a year.
have you ever seen Boiler Room?
Yes.
Okay. The reason why I say that is that's what I used to do. So you need to learn how to pull people's emotions and get them emotionally involved. You are just treating it like a transaction. So it's extremely hard. So is it okay if I treat you and then also like you sold from a permission base? I know Porsches are luxury cars, but you still have to be a salesperson. You still have to have that fight into you to be like, all right, so I want to interact with you. Okay. So I'm gonna be the
Okay.
salesperson, you're gonna be the customer. Okay. So Usman, please.
This is Usman speaking.
Usman, you are a good man. Usman, this is Brent
Ramen.
Lovall. I don't know who said that. Usman, this is Brent Lovall with Porsche of Miami. It looks like you bought your last Porsche here, that Macan. Does that sound about right?
Yes, that is correct.
Awesome. Congratulations, man. Super excited for you. Just curious, why did you go with the Macan in the first place?
When I came into the dealership, I felt like that was the perfect size for me. It's just me and my partner, nobody else. I really would love a 911, but maybe sometime in the future. So for what I was looking for, the Macan was the perfect car for me.
And when you say you love the 911 in the future, what do you love about the 911?
When you think of Porsche, the only car I really imagined was the 911 until I first came to a Porsche dealership. That's when I discovered the Macan SUV.
Okay. And overall, the Macan, like you were happy with the purchase. Overall, you mentioned you liked it, but do you sincerely love it, or would you rather go to that next level and get a 911?
Oh yeah, I absolutely love my Macan.
Okay. And this is what we need to do. Okay. I'm taking control. This is what we need to do. Right now, you have six payments left on your current Macan. It looks like you're paying like 1,100 right now. Does that sound about right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Like, if I can get you a brand new one and get you a cheaper payment, would that get you excited?
I would say so, yeah.
All right, just sold you, buddy. Choice of words and also my
Yeah,
inflection and also me like prying. Like I was about to try to transition you into a brand new 911,
almost. Not
but
ready for yet. Maybe next
but
year.
correct, but you wasn't ready. So I eliminated that because you're the one that brought it up. So I have two different paths that I can go down. But you mentioned that the other path, we're not doing it right now. So then it took me my focus back to that actual Macan. And then you're already paying 1,100 a month. Who sincerely wants to pay less? Everybody, right?
Everybody. Yeah.
Everybody wants to pay less. Can I save you money? Yeah, absolutely. And then that's it, buddy. It's over. So, and also understand you didn't give me any openings at all from a family. So I didn't feel like I needed to go. Like, but yet again, that's something that you can always do. Like I felt it, so I just went for the kill. Other times where if you would have gave me a little bit of resistance because you really didn't, when
Yeah.
people start giving resistance, that's when it's more important than ever to build up that personal connection. But you really like me and you were vibing. I had control, so that's why I just went ahead and went for it. Other times, if you would have gave me a little bit of resistance, I would have started making a little bit more small talk to get you to like me more, to get you to open up to me more, but didn't really need to do it with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it definitely makes sense. I'm also a very easy person to sell to. So
Salespeople we usually are, man. That's just the
yeah,
way it goes. But no, like your tonality is everything over the phone because they can't see you, okay?
yeah,
And if you can learn to punch your words, you need to like read warning labels. You need to read some just boring stuff like a warranty paperwork. And you need to learn how to punch your words, meaning tonality. If you can really like go up, down, up, down. Do you like watching movies?
I do. Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you this. What's the last movie that you watched that you absolutely loved?
Last movie, it might have been The Bronx Tale. I think that was the last
Classic.
movie I watched. Yeah.
Classic. Okay. So let me ask you this, because that's like all kinds of stuff, gangsters and all kinds. Okay. What if the movie, they literally use the same monotone for the entire movie? Every actor, everything. Would it be a classic? Would it be even
No,
bearable to watch?
I'll probably turn it off in 10 minutes,
Okay.
if
So
that.
why do you do the same thing when you're talking on the phone?
You know, um, I should probably start listening to my phone calls more. It's just because I never hear the other side of it. It just in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I'm changing the tonality. But one of my first sales manager ever actually he used to make me listen to Zig Ziglar
Yes.
on voice inflections, and I watched his whole podcast, and I don't know, it just never really worked.
So this is some stuff that I did. Okay. So when I started selling, I sold over the phone and I was 19 years old. I sucked. I was a kid. And my mentor, like I was calling people that are worth millions, tens of millions of dollars. And they started like, I sucked number one. And I got so much rejection. And I thought part of it, and my mentor did too, that it was part of the reason because I sounded like a kid. You're going to give some
Yeah,
guy that sounds like a kid $100,000. They just don't trust you. Okay. So what I did was I literally like took like vocal lessons. Like I would learn how to make my voice deeper. I remember I would do and I would make my voice so deep because most of the times when people spoke with me once I started doing that, they thought I was older because again, I sounded like a kid when I was selling when I was 19. Your tonality is everything. You are just very proper. And that's okay because Porsche customers, they like to have fun. So I would switch up my tonality if I was you. I would get them emotionally involved. Also, I would just learn my words before I'm really calling them. Like you only have one time to pitch somebody. So if you just do a terrible job, it's hard to call that person back and actually like get an appointment. Does that make sense?
yeah,
Even if you wanted to literally like text me, Brent, let's role play. I'll role play with you. I'm cool with it as long as I have time. But you need to know your words, what you're going to say before you just start talking. Because right now you're winging it, okay? And like you're up there in the Northeast. Do you like football or anything? Baseball, basketball?
well, I enjoy football. Yeah,
Okay. So your team, whatever team it is, Northeast, just say Philly. Okay. The Eagles.
the Bengals, but
You're a Cincinnati Bengals fan. Okay. So let me ask you
I
this.
I
Okay.
got into football when I lived in Cincinnati.
So Joe Burrow and Chase, they're joined at the hip, right?
Yeah,
Okay. They know that the play that they're going to run, if they're off just a small second, it's not going to convert. So basically, like the same thing, they have a playbook. Your playbook is your word tracks. You need to know what you're going to say before you say it. It needs to just flow. If it flows, you're going to have more conversion. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Okay. That was one of the things. You said you had two things. What was the other thing?
What do you mean?
You at the beginning of you was like, yeah, I've got two things for you.
Oh, all right. So the second part really comes to like some of the higher end cars. But I got this guy right now inquired about a 2024 911 ST that we have in stock.
Okay.
Beautiful car, very limited, and he has all the money in the world to spend on the car. But what he's looking to do, so a lot of these cars are now coming off of their 1 year leases, so they're starting to become a little bit more available on the market. Car we have is priced at 688, but the car only has 254 miles. Um, some of the cars
688,000?
688,000. Yeah.
Buddy, I love your store. All right, keep going.
Uh, so and he already has higher end Porsches. He has a 2025 GT3 RS. He has a 2024 Targa GTS. So he's a 911 guy, and he's all the way out in California. He likes our car a little bit better because it has no decals on the side. Um, Only thing is he's trying to be around 625 because he wants to buy the car and wants to drive it. He's not one of the guys that buys the car then parks it in his garage and hopes the value goes up. He actually drives the car.
Okay.
Um,
Are you selling this
so
car, Chuck?
as for my conversation with him earlier today, he was like, "Hey, look, the market's coming down on these, so I'm just gonna wait a month or two." And I was like, "Hey, Mike, I completely understand. From what you told me, you like our car, you like the way it's spec'd out, you like the color, interior, everything. Um, so instead of waiting a month or two, you're gonna miss out on the great opportunity you have right now." And from there, he was just like, "Yeah, I'm fine with finding something with a little bit more miles, for a lesser price." That's where we were kind of at. A lot of these cars initially got sold with a 5 year maintenance plan that our car does not have. After speaking with my manager about this, he wants to get rid of the car. So he's like, "Hey, just tell him we'll include a 5 year maintenance plan if that changes anything." But
That's a couple
so far,
grand. Yeah, you're 680 and he's at 620, $60,000 apart. Maintenance
yeah,
plan's not worth no 60 grand. All right. So you're asking what could you do? Okay. So like, all right. So he's from where? Florida, you say?
he's from California.
California. Okay. So
Yep.
that individual, will he pay for the exact thing that he wants? Yes. Ours doesn't have so I'm like, so what do you like best about the car? He's going to say this, this, and this. Okay. So why do you feel like you should probably go ahead and get the car? He's all like, because it's the exact car I want. Okay, there you go. Like, don't take us the wrong way. It's not a beat up session. You just talk a lot. You need to ask more questions. Meaning, like, I would say, so why do you feel like you should get this car? That's I would kind of reverse engineer it on with him. Like people that have tons of money, he's got tens of millions of dollars. If he's spending $1 million, 700 grand on a car, can he afford another 60,000? Yes. You just got to get that money out of him. So I'm going to reverse engineer it. Why do you think you should get this one? Well, because it's the exactly what I want. Okay. And one question that I love asking, and I mean love asking, what's the worst that can happen? Like when somebody's like, let me think about it, I'll say a few things. And then one of the ways that I try to close them is, what's the worst that can happen? And they're like, nothing. Okay, let's go ahead and do it then. And then I tell them that, take control. And a lot of times it works. So you need to just sell him in the terms of reverse engineer it. Why do you need
Mhm.
to do it? And how long you've probably been dealing with him for a while. And that's why, am I right or wrong in that aspect?
This one not so much. It's been about a week and a half since
Okay.
he inquired about the car.
Okay. And that's a decent bit of time. Like,
Yeah.
so how many conversations have you had with him?
Over the phone, three, and then the
Okay.
rest has been it's been texting. Like the first two conversation, he was asking me like, "Does it have the 5 year maintenance plan? Can you send me a video walk around? Can you can you tell me if the car has full PPF or not?" So
So,
those were the
Alex,
questions he
stop
was
right there.
asking me.
Okay. Stop right there. So, when he's asking me these questions, I'm going for the close. So, let me ask you this. If it does have the a 5 year maintenance plan and it does have the PDF, are you going to buy it? I'm asking that question up front.
Yeah,
Like, you deal with high end people. More high end people want to deal over the phone, right?
right.
Okay. Do you agree or do you get more lot traffic?
No, over the phone, email, out
Okay.
of state.
So it's more important for you to get really good on the phone than anybody on this because they get lot ups and stuff. You have to get good on the phone. Like it's a must because when you do that, number one, we talked what about a month ago, and I was
Yeah,
like, this is what I would do with you: create so much content because people like that want to buy from someone kind of famous, correct? Meaning if you're out there
correct.
on TikTok, you're making all of these videos, you're killing it. Well, they want to buy from you like Samuel from Porsche, like Beverly Hills,
Yeah,
how many cars he sells throughout the whole world? Why? They can buy Porsches over there too. They buy it from him because he's somewhat famous, because he creates all of this stuff. He's got like 1 million followers. Like he is an absolute beast. And the only reason he's that way is because he makes all of this content. Like you have to do that. Like I would watch your videos just because they're Porsches. Like we have one Porsche dealership in this part right here in Louisville, Kentucky. Some cities don't even have Porsches. You have something rare, you need to brag about it, like supply and demand. Like you have to do that. Just make one video a day, a cool video. Watch some of his videos and emulate them. I would do that, and then I would go all in on phone training, buddy. Like, because you talk to so many people, and if you can close people really fast, when people start talking about the market, like Porsches, it tells me you're probably talking to him for a while because most of those people buy emotionally. They have so much
yeah.
money, they're okay spending money. That's why they're looking at a Porsche. You really need to like learn to like push those people, like control those people. A lot of those people are alphas. You got to learn how to control those alphas. Best advice. Phone training. Happy to role play with you and stuff outside of this so we don't take up a ton of time. But send me a text message. Role play. Get really, really good on the phone. Who else has got a question? Danny on Wheels. She's like famous. She's on here now. So what other questions y'all have?
Um, I just have a question. You don't mind me asking?
Paul Miller Mazda. Let's can you put on your camera?
Oh, I mean, I can. I'm kind of getting my fiance is doing my hair, but I can show my face real fast. To be fair,
Yeah, let's do it. Come on now.
hang on. Sorry,
We ain't gonna judge you. It's all good.
I'm getting access to it now. I appreciate you.
So you're
I got
right
a
up the
buddy
road
at
for
Paul
me.
Miller.
Yeah, you're right up the road for me. You're out there, man. I'm super close to you. When I was a running a dealership, I tried to come and steal one of your employees. I used to when I wanted good salespeople, I would just go to dealerships and I would act like a customer. If you pitch me really good, I would literally get your business card and reach back out to you and steal you. So, what's your question? Go ahead and fire away. How about that? He got out of the right. I'm about to say, what the heck happened? You there, buddy?
Yeah, somehow I got kicked off. My apologies.
There you go.
But no, I didn't know it said Palmetto Ford Mazda. That's pretty funny. I moved to Montgomery Chevrolet now.
So you with my man Logston?
Yeah,
He's
he's over
at
Big M.
he's at my Louisville store. I'm at the Radcliffe one.
Okay, so you're on Preston Highway.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Let's
Um,
let's go.
yeah, I want to say thank you for all the notes too. I got a lot of notes. One of the challenges I have here at Preston is we deal with a lot of subprime. We get some people coming in, but we live more off of the phones. So here lately, I've been working on learning how to prospect using Facebook. I'm actually Lawson gave me some tips, but the biggest I'm having my issue with is my manager is big about when you get someone on the phone that you want to get them inside as quick as possible, talk less, get the appointment.
Yeah.
But when I do approach these people on the phone, my issue is I always get like, don't have a, we might not have a vehicle, try to overcome that, or I'm looking at my notes right now, or they
That you
want the
don't have a vehicle? You said
like,
you don't have a vehicle?
if we don't have a vehicle, or they'd be like, what's the bottom number, or I'll come in if like they always have like a what if. It's always hard to bring them inside.
Let's do this. Let's role play. Come on, baby. So let's just say they say, I want to know. So I'm the salesperson. You're the customer. Whatever objection you want to say, go ahead and hit me with it.
Okay, so I'm calling you right now. Um, I see you have this 2007 Chevy Colorado.
We do. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. What's the bottom number you do for it?
Okay. And tell me this much. Once we agree on that number, will you buy it?
Dang, that's.
Damn! I'm a closer, buddy. I don't mess around. Like
But
I
see,
go for the kill.
that's the thing. You make it so simple. I like that's yeah. That shut me down immediately. I should start with that.
So like understand this. Like best analogy I can give you when you I don't know how old you are. Did you play like hot potato or do you know what that game is?
No, we play like. Is it like telephone?
No, it's like back in the day, like I'm 42, okay?
What?
Damn, yeah, I'm old. Damn, that made me feel bad. Made you feel bad too, Danny.
Got you, bro. I got you.
So basically, like it was a toy game. It's like a little potato, like a soft one. Like you just throw it to somebody, and then your goal is to throw it back to them as fast as you can get it. Okay, so
Okay.
he's throwing you on the defense. Okay, do you play sports?
Yeah, I just play football, and
Okay.
basketball.
So tell me this much, like everybody would rather do offense than defense, except for defensive players, right?
Right.
Like we need to be in offense. If we don't score enough points, we don't win. You're in defense right now, meaning like he's throwing that on you and you're like, oh shit, I got to deal with this. You're in defense.
Right.
My goal is to get it back onto him. You need to treat it that way. That's the best way I can describe it to you. You have to put it back on him. So when he's saying that to you, let's just say, what other objection? Throw something else at me. You got to be creative.
I got you. Another objection. Can I come on like on the spot?
Like I want to know if I'm approved before I come in. You ever hear that?
Yeah,
It was subprime,
we get
right?
those a lot. Yes.
Okay, so let's do so tell me this much, okay? If I get you approved, are you for sure coming in?
Yeah, you can get me approved today. I'll come in.
Okay,
But
this
all
is
I got zero down.
that's fine.
And I have
So
really low credit score.
that's okay. We deal with that. I'm going to give reassurance, okay? Because that's what you're basically telling me. So I give you my word on this. If you come in, even with zero down, I'm going to do everything, and I mean everything in my power to make sure that you leave in this brand new Chevy Silverado 1500. All you need is reassurance. People with bad credit, they just want reassurance. Reassurance that they're not going to waste their time, come in. So what am I going to do the first thing? I'm going to get their credit. I'm going to figure out all of the details, give it to my manager. He's going to work on it. I'm going to come back and sit with you. Every person in this entire world is always thinking, what's in it for me? People with bad credit, they just want reassurance that they are not wasting their time, that you are going to get them a vehicle. You are going to be their savior. They can't get their kids to school every day. They need reassurance. That's all they need. You got to give them reassurance, ask the questions, but give them reassurance. That's how you can close them. And I'll go one step further. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
you ever get people that you get approved and they're like, I ain't taking that car.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do with those people?
I always say like the little pitch, like, well, I understand the situation, but like, if this is more like an option to get you to point A and point B, and you don't have to marry the car, you just stay in the car.
Okay. That's what average people do. All right. Don't take it the wrong way. All right.
No, no, this is why I'm here.
So this is what you do, okay? And you'll sell almost every single person. Bad credit. It'll never happen where I shouldn't say never, it'll very unlikely happen that it will come back to you. And that is, I cover it before I even get them approved or anything. So just to tell you what's going to happen, and that's my words, this is what's going to happen. We're going to get you a car because even people with bad credit, there's usually a few cars on your lot that your manager is okay giving away, getting rid of an old age unit. They want to get rid of a car. Odds are you can get them approved on something. It's most likely just not going to be the car that they want. Would you agree with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why you cover it up front. So I'm going to tell them this is what's going to happen. We're going to most likely get you approved for something. It might not be the perfect car for you, but I will tell you this. It's going to be a car that's going to be reliable and that you're actually going to get you from, and again, I should already know like what's important to them, meaning kids. It's going to get your kids back in school back and forth to school. It's going to get them to church. It's going to get you from A to B. I'm going to sell them that it's going to be a nice and reliable vehicle. But again, I'll go back to it. So I'm going to get you approved for a car, most likely. I'm never speaking absolute. So I'm going to most likely get you approved for a car, but it's most likely not going to be the exact car, but it's going to be safe. It's going to be reliable. This is what I need you to do. You're going to buy the car today. You're going to make all of your payments on time. Can you make your payments on time? They're like, oh, yeah, I make my payments on time. So I'm going to kind of challenge them a little bit. So, yeah, I'm going to make my payment. Okay. So if you make your payments on time, a year and a half or so, make your payments on time, maybe even 2 years, come back. I'm going to get you the car that you want. Do you understand me? And they're going to be like, yes, you need to have control from the very get go. Like, I can't tell you how many times, like, that's how I sewed. When I became a manager and I would do TOs and stuff, I would tell people, like salespeople, this is how you interact with these people. And they're like, it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. And they were like, well, I said that. It didn't work. And then I would go out there, same tonality. I am serious. This needs to be a serious tonality. Like this is what's going to happen. Like you are the alpha. They're going to listen to you, and you tell them what you're going to do. You get the commitment up front before you even tell them what car. I'm already telling them that they're not getting the car that they want. I'm already giving them the bad news, but I'm doing it in a firm, gentle, reassuring way. If you do it that way, you will be able to put people that wanted a damn Tahoe into a little Chevy Trax. You're going to have to suck it up, basically. Does that make sense?
It does make perfect sense.
I knew once you said Preston, I already knew the direction of this, the way that you were going to ask me questions about bad credit and stuff. That's why I went that way.
I appreciate you.
Does
Well,
everybody understand that?
yeah, and
Any
that,
other
that that
questions?
seems a lot from asking questions too, because I'll tell people like, hey, when you create that space for them to say like, hey, I've got challenge credit, I say, great. What sometimes I do, I'm not trying to push you through my process. I'm trying to put you through the process that best serves you. And sometimes we go step three, we go step 3 or 4 and then backwards instead of going step one, step two, step three, step four, and land you on a car that's not going to work out for you and your family.
Yep.
Sometimes it's best to do the credit part first to then come back and say, hey, here's the car. I want to be able to show you a car or two or three that I think might be able to work for you in the meantime, in between time, that again, like you're saying, after, a year and a half, 2 years, you can get into the car you really want, you know? And it's that creates a lot of trust just because it's like, oh, okay, well, I realize I may, want the Tahoe, but the Trax is gonna have to work for the time to get you to the Tahoe.
100%.
Can I say
What I'm on one. What else you hear? Come on. I'll do one more with you before we move on.
Dang. I really haven't heard much. I've only been working here for 2 months. And I've been doing fair with my customers. I just really just prospecting and learning how to handle people in service. That's really it. I've been calling orphan leads too, and that's been the challenging one.
I love orphan customers. I can kill orphan customers. All right. So understand this, everybody on here. The most important thing that you can ever do is get good on the phone. It's all control, but you can go to a store and not take any lot ups and sell 20 cars a month if you get really good on the phone. Don't give me internet leads. Don't give me anything. Just give me people to call. I can literally sit there and make phone calls. And next week on Monday, I'm going to get all kinds of sheets and make a video. It's going to kill it because you'll be amazed at how many appointments that I will set. And I hate talking about myself, but just call people. If people like go to your managers, give me people to call, learn to get really good on the phone, and it's over. Like, how many lot ups will you get on a given day? James Copus.
I feel like laws given on the given days like 4 or 5. Like we got one today, and I was able to up him, sell him. But that was already a split deal because he was a B back. So again, we get like about 4 or 5, maybe 6 a day, and some would be B backs or
You get
appointments.
personal. That's how many you get personally?
Oh, me personally, no. I'll give me like 1 or 2, if
Okay.
that.
So that's my point. Okay. So if you make 100 phone calls and you're thinking like a damn 100 phone calls, that's what you should be making, like prospecting all day, every day. So if you make 100 phone calls on average, you're going to get a hold of 10 to 18%. Just say 10%. Okay. If you get really good, how many appointments can you set out of literally making 10 contacts? A couple. If you get in contact with 15 people, how many appointments can you? I would rather talk to people on the phone, set appointments, build a pipeline than just wait for people to show up. That's how important the phone is. Like one of the dealerships I'm training right now, they got 10 salespeople. Last month, they generated 27 deals between 10 salespeople.
May I ask one more
Just
time?
found deals. That's getting good on the phone, creating a market. That's how important it is to get good on the phone. You need to know what you're going to say, meaning have a script, have a format. I can help you with that. But if you know what to say, then it just flows, buddy. Like Caden, the car guy, he's literally done training for like, he calls me every damn day, all damn day, and that's okay. He wants to learn. But he literally yesterday made 50 phone calls and set 5 appointments. One
Damn.
person came today this morning, and he's one of his managers. They blew the damn deal for him. So like it was a deal, and then it all fell apart in the finance, like terrible. But another story in itself. So get good on the phone, buddy. Like make so many phone calls. Be prepared. Know what you're going to say. Watch some of my videos in which you can I made so many like live videos. You can go on there and get somewhat of a script. If you want to role play, reach out to me. Does that help you?
I appreciate that.
What
Um,
else?
well, the biggest thing for me also was I'm trying to get more phone calls. Is I'm not from Louisville, so it's like finding opportunities to call people. I don't. I It's scarce. It's scarce to find people as lot ups, but it's also hard to find phone calls. We
No,
might get like 10 or 20 leads a day. That's it.
no, no. You can. Okay. So I'm familiar with your dealership. Okay. Your dealership's been there for a long time. They have tens of thousands of customers that they've sold in the past that you can actually call. People
Mm.
that bought there before, people that came there that no longer bought a car, people that inquired online 3 months ago, old internet leads. They have, I guarantee they have at least probably 100,000 people at a bare minimum, people that's
Oh,
in your CRM. Just give me people to call. That's all I need.
okay.
Well, who else?
Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. Who else?
I know Danny on Wheels had mentioned she wanted to ask something, so I just was like, figured I'd step in since,
Oh,
it's a
fuck, my
good
bad.
question.
I don't look at the comments. My bad. I just talk. All right, go ahead, Danny.
So I have one of my coworkers on here. He's brand new and he's a little too shy to jump in and ask questions, but that's kind of what I want to ask about. So I'm going to ask on his behalf and he's embarrassed right now, but I don't care. Um, so we were working on some training today and I was coming at him pretty hard and I was like, quick pop question. You showed me a vehicle, you showed me payments. I love the payments. I love the vehicle. I told you I need to think about it. What's your response? And he freezes. And because I put him on the spot, it's natural, but I was hoping that you could explain a bit the importance of being able to get over the awkwardness of doing that role playing and being hit with those rapid fire questions and being able to come up with those answers off the cuff really quickly and just having it as that script that plays in your brain all the time.
Absolutely.
Because I'm looking for validation because you're obviously a much bigger expert than me with a much bigger sales background than me. So I figured that might help, and maybe you have a way of explaining that'll help them.
Absolutely. So understand this. We all started somewhere. When I started when I was 19 selling over the phone, I sucked. And we all suck in the beginning. There's no really just like you're born as salespeople. You have to learn how to ask questions. You have to learn everything. So you're just starting from ground zero. But every single person in this entire room started from ground zero. The only reason why some people get further is because they want to get further. They master like themselves. Like one of the best things that you can ever do to get really good, really, really fast is every interaction that you have with somebody, you figure it out immediately before you do anything else. How could I have actually overcame that? Most people, they've heard, I need to think about it for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, and they still don't know how to master it, meaning how to overcome it more effectively. So every single interaction you have with somebody, if it doesn't result in a yes or an appointment, just write it down. And you can ask Danny, you can ask anybody, people that are successful, like, what could I have said to overcome this. That's the best advice where I can give you to overcome things just naturally and understand that the alternative is going to be you don't learn it. If you don't learn it, you will be an average person your entire life. Most people get into sales because they want a better living. And the only way to truly become like the best person is to train, it is to be prepared. So, like, most people don't like getting uncomfortable. And, like, right now, your camera's off, so I can tell you're a little bit uncomfortable, and that's okay. But every day, just try something new. And if you try something new every day, you're just getting a little bit outside of your comfort zone, a little bit more. And that's how you truly grow. So, but just understand, I've been where you are. I was terrible. The only reason why my manager kept me is because he knew I was a hard worker. And, so it's okay. So, Danny's very talented. You have somebody that is trying to help you. Understand most dealerships, they don't train. It's either a sink or a swim. So at least you have somebody that is willing to help you, to take time with you, because not everybody will. If every dealership trained, obviously, everybody would be way better than they are. So take it day by day. Don't get overwhelmed, and you have a very good person that can help you. Does that help you?
Thank you. I do want to give him credit that he is very appreciative of me taking that time, but I thought that maybe this would give him some encouragement.
Yeah. And I do this. I'm going to start doing this. I just started it this week. You can come on here, camera undone every time. If you just want to role play where I don't see your face, you can do that too. But understand by literally like just practicing every day, that is how you will get better. Um, who else? Who has a question, role play, whatever? It don't matter.
I'd like to do some role play.
Let's do it. Christmas tree and everything behind you.
Oh yeah, I'm in the spirit, man.
Yeah. Me and my daughters, my family, we went looking at Christmas lights earlier. Absolutely loved it.
Okay, so my biggest thing is on the phone.
Okay.
Uh so I'd like to do a phone up, old lead, just calling you. You haven't bought a car in 3 years.
Okay.
I'm kind of just prospecting.
Okay.
It's kind of gonna go similar to a conversation I had earlier today.
Let's do it. This is Brent.
Hi, Brent, please.
This is Brent.
Brent, you are amazing. Brent, I'm giving you this call here today because I just had a few moments to make a few phone calls, and I wanted to inform you about our holiday sales event that we had going on. Uh, Trade values are really strong, the prices are low, discounts are getting crazy, man. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in?
Um, Possibly. Like you piqued my curiosity, so possibly.
Possibly. All right, man. What's something that you would possibly be interested in what I just told you?
You use my words. I like that. I've thought about possibly getting a new Chevy Silverado. I've thought about it.
A new Chevy Silverado, man. That's awesome. We got a huge selection of those that are in our inventory. What specifically about the Chevy Silverado piques your interest?
I have a truck right now, and it's been good to me. I bought it from you all 3 years ago, so it's been a good truck. It's got about 70,000 miles on it right now.
Truck, 70,000. What kind of truck is it?
That Chevy Silverado I bought from you.
Chevy
Your
Silverado. Okay.
dealership.
Okay. What initially made you like that truck so much?
It was mainly that it was the 8 cylinder because sometimes I do haul a camper, and it's just we got to have a truck. I've always liked Chevys, and
Hmm.
don't need a lot of features, so it's got cloth seats. But overall, it was just a truck. I needed a truck, and I've always had Silverados, and you're a local dealership, so it just yeah, just got a truck from you.
All right, man. And so what do you actually love about that truck that you kind of would need on the next one?
It would have to be the V8 to haul my camper.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. So, Brent, if I was able to find you a newer Silverado, I know we're talking you bought this car 2 to 3 years ago. If I was able to find you a newer Silverado, lower miles, and give you a reasonable payment, would you take that truck off my hands?
Potentially.
Potentially.
Hmm.
I meant, what time can you be in?
Good job. You did very good, buddy. You did good. All right,
Yeah.
let me teach you one to go one layer deeper. When I mentioned camping a couple times, what like that's called an opening. What could you
Mhm.
say?
I usually I didn't do it this time, but most of the times I have gone into like, oh man, camping. I love to go camping. Where do you guys like to go?
That's what I'm talking about. Yes. You did very good. Like you're better than most people on the phone, buddy. You did very, very good. A
Can
lot of
I
go ahead.
can I go over a conversation I had with the lady earlier?
Yeah,
Because I want just tips and pointers.
absolutely.
So I was calling this old leads, and this lady was interested in a Ford Edge a few years ago. And I called her up and I gave her the same, opening script. It's kind of been my go-to for the month of December.
Hmm.
Um, and she was like, "No, I really do love my car. I haven't really thought about a new vehicle." And I was like, "Okay, I completely understand that. I thank you for sharing that with me." Right now, we are really looking for hot lot items for our lot. Our manager's willing to give top dollar for them. What car do you drive? And she goes, "Oh, I drive a Ford Edge." I'm like, "Okay. Have you ever thought about trading that in or seeing what it's worth?" And she
Okay.
goes, "No, I like my Ford Edge. I really like it." I'm like, "Okay, well, even what about if it had something personal behind it? Because I mean, one of our manager's daughters is turning 17 soon, and she's looking for a new car. And my manager's looking for these specific type of vehicles that are very safe, and your vehicle is very safe. And that's something we would be willing to give top dollar for because it has a more personal connection. How does that sound?" And she goes, "Yeah, I mean, that would be really good, but I just love my car."
You're putting her, all right. So that's one thing that I never truly liked saying is like, I have somebody that wants to buy your car. And that kind of be like, no, I want to keep my car. Like you want my car. It's kind of reinforcing. I need to keep my car. Does that make
Mhm.
sense? I've never really liked that pitch, because you're putting it on a pedestal. So when she said, like, I love my car. Well, what do you love best about your car? I'm going to turn it around on her. And she's on, I like it because of this, this, and this. Okay. You want me to tell you what's better than a 2022 Ford Edge? She's going to be like, what? A brand new Ford Edge that has this, this, and this. That's the way that I would like try, like, it works for some people. I've just never liked it. I always try to think from two different standpoints. I just don't want to put her car on a pedestal. You
No,
know,
that makes sense.
the only time that you could really do that, and a lot of people did it, is like COVID, where they bought it for 30, but then they could sell it for 35.
Hmm.
That made sense back then. But
So
right now, like, I wouldn't say like, yeah, our manager, his daughter's turning 17. She wants your car. I ain't giving you my damn car. It's my car. That's how like psychology works. I wouldn't use that pitch.
yeah, well, we went a little bit deeper in the conversation, and I was like, well, even if he was if we did manage to get you top dollar for it, and I mean, you said you make payments on it. We had gotten to talk of her payments and everything, and how long she had left on the loan.
Mhm.
I'd gotten that deep with her, and I was like, even if you wouldn't even think about it, even if we were able to give you top dollar for your vehicle and then get you into a newer car with the payments almost practically the same. And she was like, that would be nice, but I do just really love this vehicle.
Use the line, you know what's better than a 2022 Ford Edge?
A brand new Ford
A
Edge.
brand new Ford Edge. They're like, and say it with the enthusiasm and have fun, and like enthusiasm works. Like you can't be all the time like crazy enthusiastic, but like this lady that's like being, I need to get her excited. If you get people excited, you can sell them. That's because she's an emotional buyer. It sounds like she's emotionally attached to their car. So I'm going to pull her emotions out of her.
Okay. That's where I missed the mark. And then we actually do have a dude that's basically all emotion. His name's David Wade, and he is the most like transparent person you'll ever meet because he is thoroughly himself 24/7. I mean, this guy will tell you in six different ways how he wants to have sex with your sister and make you excited about
Okay, that was a wild analogy right there. I
it.
love it
Because he's
though.
done it.
But
He's
I'm
done
different. I love that shit. There you go.
So, yeah, quick question. And you did great on the phone, Aiden, or you did great in the role play. But are you calling, and I guess I'm like nitpicking a little bit. Are you focusing, and I guess I'm asking Brent, are you focusing on like, hey, coming at it with like, hey, I know you have the car, or like, hey, what do you have? And is there a distinction? It sounds like
Well, this one, I didn't know what she had. So in the system, it was saying she was interested in a Ford Edge. So my presumption was that she went out and bought a Ford Edge. but I
Oh, I
always
thought she bought from you all. I
no, she did not.
misunderstood.
She did not buy from us. She bought
You're
somewhere
calling
else.
old internet leads that just never bought. Okay, I
Well,
feel
she came into the store and like, yeah, it was like a phone up or some shit. I don't know. She was interested in one of our 2022 Ford Edges like 3 years ago, and she eventually bought somewhere else for a better deal or something. And so I called her up. Just I'm just trying to prospect like crazy, man. I made like 70 phone calls today
That's
before
awesome. I just
I
wasn't sure if it was a loyalty customer or if it was just if it was
yeah.
a lead that, yeah.
It was just a lead that got orphaned to me, and I was just I've called like I have like 458 orphaned leads, and I just call them every single day.
All right. So tell me this much. Like one thing that I love using is so like you came here and looked at a Ford Edge, you got a Ford Edge. Why'd you cheat on us? Because they had the exact color inside outside. I know color is important to her inside and outside. It was just the best price. I know what she's going to think about price. I love asking that question because it's going to really tell me how to tailor my presentation. Anytime when you're calling those type of people, meaning people that just didn't buy there, always ask that question.
Okay,
Why'd you cheat on me?
that's a
And
good one.
they're going to tell you exactly what you need to do to present it to them. Every question I ever ask is ultimately telling me like how to tailor my presentation to sell these people. I got to learn how to talk their language, how to pitch them. Um, like if you treat it from that standpoint, like everybody, like if you're sick, you go to a doctor, right? They don't just really prescribe you, hey, here's antibiotics. They typically ask you more questions and get to the root cause. You need to ask better questions. It's always like, what questions could I ask better to truly get this person? Like I'm anal, like I'm just different. And the more creative questions you can ask off the wall, your closing percentage will go through the roof because you will figure out how to sell people and pitch them.
So I know why David's so successful.
Yeah, he's wild. You said that by the statement.
Yeah, and then I had something I wanted to say about what James was talking about earlier with the bruise credit customers.
Okay.
Something I know I'm pretty new. I don't have as much information, knowledge, and experience as everyone else, but um, I like something that my dealership does that I think is good, that I think works pretty well,
Hmm.
is we hammer a base statement when we sit our customers down or when we start talking to them in the first place.
Okay.
And it's basically in that base statement, you can create it yourself. But what it involves is it involves telling them our purpose, and our purpose is to show them how to buy a car in the best way in a reasonable time frame and the best deal we can find them, right? And so when it comes to those Bruce Credit customers, like I said the previous night, we have something that's called special finance, and that's through SmartWay, our own loaning group. And we go back to the base statement multiple times to go back and hammer the fact that we're trying to show them the best way to buy a car. It might not be the best car that's on the lot, but it's the best car to get them to a better situation.
Right on.
So that might be something that you can help you get past the objection of like, oh, that's not the car I want. Well, hey, remember when I told you that I'm going to show you the best way to buy a car? Unfortunately, in the position you're in, this is the only car that we can get you in. But fortunately for you, this is the car we can get you in. You know, something like that. Like that's just something they hammered into us in the beginning of our training.
Absolutely. Miss Danny looks all proper over there with her glasses, are typing and stuff.
Eyebrow raised and everything.
I know.
She's getting into it.
I can't see without them. It's what the 40s do. They're my reading glasses.
Yeah, me too. I'm right there with you. Michael's there with us
Oh
too.
yeah.
Hey, Usman's got some glasses too.
All the smart people have glasses, you know.
Fuck does
Absolutely.
that mean?
100% intelligence.
I just want to say, Aiden, thank you for that, man.
Hey, no problem.
What other questions? Chase Howes, you got any questions? Church, Mike, James Copus, any other questions?
That tone thing is really that tone thing is a really interesting because like I've heard, I've seen the Jeremy Minor thing, so don't come for me, but like the way he does it sounds like that's unique to him. When I hear it, there's a part of my brain that just it does not sound like it sounds authentic for him. And I know I don't use that enough, but it just sounds I think that's definitely something I need to work on because I've heard his stuff and I've heard him how he does it, and it just doesn't sound authentic to me yet.
Yeah.
How,
That's
is
what I
that
struggle with.
Over the phone is more important because like you're telling a story. And like my sales script when I was selling over the phone, it was 7 or 8 pages long, depending upon what program. And I had to go pretty much word from word. So it was literally like Morgan Freeman telling a story, like you're like his voice, you're like entrenched. You're like, my God, I could listen to this dude forever. And then
yeah.
that one guy that does like National Geographic or whatever it is, like, oh my God, like that's how your voice needs to be over the phone, very subtle because like you can win people over like game over like just by truly making that connection voice tonality it's not as important in person it still is but it's way more important over the phone.
I actually got a couple of questions I've been able to think about it, if you don't mind me asking.
Let's roll. Paul Miller Mazda.
It's still James.
I know it is. I'm just messing with you.
But the reason why I ain't showing my face either, as you can tell, the boss lady's involved. But you know how you said like when a customer asks what's your bottom number, and you're like, if I give you my bottom number, will you come in and buy it today?
Yeah.
So what they would say yes, and you give them their bottom number, and they'd be like, well, that's too high.
No, you're not giving them the bottom number. Like,
Okay.
so let's just say, all right, I'm gonna sit back up. This is my stance when I'm like ready to go. All right. So so they'll like, yeah, but give me the bottom line. Okay. So tell me again, like anytime everything is control. So if I ask them a question, they don't answer my question, I don't get my goal, I'm not in control no more.
Right.
So you just lost it. Okay. So my goal is now to keep control. So I got to get it back. Okay. So I can understand that, but you didn't answer my question. So, like, once we agree on a number, will you come in tonight? We close at 8 o'clock. Will you come in tonight and buy the truck?
Yeah.
Okay, and there, I got you. See, you were easy. You laid down. But
Right. But like,
sometimes the customers doesn't go that way, right? Some are like, no, I need to know. Okay, I want to say this to you, like heart to heart. Like, if you come in tonight, I give you my word. You are going to be leaving in this whatever car that we're talking about. You're going to be leaving. I'm going to create so much reassurance in that person that they're going to come. Meaning, like, you can't stutter your words at this point. You got to sound like you are the man. Like, you've got to believe that. Like, this, like, you have to sound so convincing that you are going to get this person to leave in a vehicle. Like, I can't tell you how many times when I was selling cars at Volkswagen of Clarksville that I would get people to drive 3, 4, 5, 6 hours without having numbers. Like, literally, like, because I talk from the heart. I say it with conviction and I sound so sure. And when they get there, buddy, if they drove that far, they're buying a car for sure. So if I can do that and get them far, far away, can you get local people in? Absolutely. Just talk from the heart, sound convincing. That's all you have to do. Just give them reassurance that they are going to leave in the car.
see, I believe that, but I feel like the challenging part is like, even you be like, yeah, if I give you how you say this pitch, like, if
Hmm.
the bottom number thing, they'd be like, they will say yes just to hear the bottom number. As soon as you say the bottom number, they'll be like, oh no, that's just too high. Then I thought it'd be cheaper than that.
I'm not giving them the bottom number though. I'm giving them reassurance that we're going to come to a deal when they come in person.
Oh, so you're saying, so you don't even fall back to the best prices online. As soon as they ask for your bottom number, you're literally just saying, um,
Once we
if,
agree on that, will you come in tonight and buy it?
but yes. So at that point there, when they say yes, what do you do then? Like, okay, I'm set the appointment now.
No. So I'm going to make a conviction statement, like I just said. So one thing, like, yeah, I'd buy it when you come to my number. Okay, then I'll take control. Let's do this. Tonight we close at 8 o'clock. I give you my word. Just curious, what time are you going to be here? I told you I got to know. Okay, so let me just say this. I give you my word. Tonight we close at 8 o'clock. When you come by, you will be leaving in whatever car. So if I can get you that car, are you for sure going to buy it? I'll reconfirm it. Yes, I will buy it. Like it's all conviction. Like
Okay,
don't take this the wrong way, okay?
I'm
Even
with
if
you.
you kind of said it to me, you said it like not in a strong way. Like do you have when I sit up like this, I sit up this way for a reason because I can get my emotions out.
Mm,
Like Like it comes out more convincing versus me literally just sitting down like this trying to talk. When I get up, I can move, I can create motion. So that's why I do that. So if you do this way, I can sound more convincing, like I'm going to give him reassurance. So when you are talking on the phone, is it typically at your desk?
Yes.
Are you sitting down or standing up?
Sitting down.
Okay, so stand up.
Okay.
When you get somebody on the phone, when you need to get firm with them, like if someone's trying to fight you, are you just sitting down?
No.
All right, you're getting up prepared, correct?
Correct.
Like you're standing up, same way.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to say it's like doing battle, but you are giving them like when two people meet, one person gets sewed. If you're just giving numbers to everybody, they're truly in control. That's why like the last dealership I worked for, I hated, and I mean I hated. When I first got there, they act like I was going to have all of this control, and then not as much. They wanted to send out quotes to every single person. Do numbers sell cars?
No.
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 No. So when people are trying to get numbers over the phone, is it going to make someone else's job easier? Most likely. And that's the way I've always thought of it. Like how many you've only done it for 2 months. Other people in here, have you ever beat somebody's deal by like $100 and you got a deal? Like it happens, like a couple $100. If you give me $500 more, I'll do it. Like I don't like making other people's jobs easy. So that's the reason why I do it. Has anybody ever sold somebody a car on the phone while they are literally at a different dealership?
Mm-mm.
No, but I know how much it happens.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I murdered people. People literally like at a different dealership and they're like I'm talking sometimes people inquire on cars literally while they're at dealerships. Some
Happens
people
all
call
the time.
other dealerships while they're at dealerships. I
Mm.
can't tell you how many deposits I would take. Deposits I would take while they're at another dealership. I would literally sell them while they are there. And the reason I would always be like, so you're at the other dealership, you say that you're going to buy my car, I need a deposit. They're like, I told you I'm going to do it. Listen, you're over there, I need a deposit. That's how I need it. And they would give me a deposit. Conviction, strong, go after it. I can't tell you. People would crack up at my dealership when I tell them, because obviously when we make a sale like that, we brag on ourselves, That's just us being salespeople. But yeah, it's so
Yeah.
conviction.
So,
That's all you need.
Can I say about the conviction?
What's up?
So one of my old like sales managers from one of my previous sales jobs, he brought this up and he said this was something he had to change, but it can help us over the phone. Whenever he sold installation before he got really big into like being like a big shot and like sales manager. And his thing every time he would have someone not roll over immediately, he'd immediately unbutton his sleeves and roll them up and lay on the table like this.
He's an intimidator.
And so he didn't realize that was super aggressive because of the way he grew up and everything. So he scared a shit ton of people, but it made him talk with so much conviction. It made him sell and close with so much conviction that whenever I'm at my desk, and I'm on the phone, as soon as someone picks up the phone, I shoot like forward and my elbows are on the table and I'm in a position where I feel like I can go back and forth. But if I really start getting into it and like I'm trying to get someone in, like I go to unbutton my sleeves and I put my sleeves up. I'll take my jacket off. Like I'll move shit out of the way if I feel like it's in my way. Like there's little shit that you can do that can make you feel like so much better and so much more confident about what you're doing and how you're doing it. Like standing up's an amazing thing you can do because the other person's more than likely sitting down. They're more than likely in their car, sitting down on the couch, just watching TV. You called them, right? They're doing some shit. You're calling them. You got to be in control about it, right? So you stand up. You're the only one standing up, ready to do business. Or you're leaning forward. You got your sleeves rolled up. You're ready to go, right? Like that's the way I think about it. So I don't know if that can
Absolutely.
help you, but that's just what I learned, what I was taught.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Oh,
so
I
I have
think
a
you like
question.
Dean.
Michael, what's up?
So, so I work at a store. We do no hassle and really try and stick with the no hassle position. And I had a guy today that I literally had to tell four different times, like, hey, that's our price. We do best, we do no hassle pricing, and just kept coming back to the, well, but what's the discount? But what's the discount? And I mean, I know we all deal with that, and I'm trying to figure out how to, as you say, take control and be in a situation of power, because it's not like, oh, just come in and we're gonna discount the car thousands of bucks. Like we have a fallback. It's like, hey, here's a courtesy $250 discount.
I
So
wouldn't even do that.
right.
Give them hope. So this is the way I would sell if I was you. I would literally be like, so besides the discount, would you buy the car? He's gonna be like, yeah, I just want the discount. Okay, well, understand this. We don't discount at all. We're like CarMax. So would you like to buy the car? I
Well,
would
but
literally hit him in front of the face, right to the point.
because I kept saying that. I was like, look, we're just like you have all the data, just like you have on your phone, you've got all the data to find the cheapest, most affordable car. We have all that data, if not more. We go out 500 to 1,000 miles to make sure you have the most seamless experience possible. We literally can sit there and go 2018 Honda CRV touring white with this many miles. And we don't charge any, reconditioning fees, market adjustments, add-ons. It's literally see the car, like the car, take the car home. We want to make sure that you have a great experience. So the next time you're in the market for a vehicle, you think of us.
Yeah.
Okay, well, why would I, and then it was like, this was a lead where he submitted a lead. It was like, well, why would I go buy your car if I could go buy a new one? And I was like, well, sir, I totally understand, but you approached me, and he, of course, misquoted the price of a new car, but it just felt like it just feels like it, in that spot sometimes I'm sitting there holding my, doing my best to hold my ground, but I don't feel like I've taken control as much, and I don't feel like I've
I, I,
moved
I
the
would
conversation as forward as
I would have said what I would have said. And then when he said, why would I buy your car instead of a new one? So let me ask you this. It all comes back to questions. Let me ask you this. Like when you inquired on our car, what made you want to inquire on about a used car versus a new one? I would have turned it back on him. He would have been because be like the price. It's just for a new one versus this. But you mentioned that he said price and he misquoted the price.
yeah.
So what did you like best about my car? Why did you inquire on a used one versus a new one? That's going to tell you his thought patterns. If you can interrupt his thought patterns, that's how you sell people. So I'm going to go back to truly what triggered his thought pattern to inquire on this car. Like everybody does something for a reason. Like, why are you all on this Zoom meeting? It's because you want to get better. Like, I'm on here because I want to grow my company. It's always a why. And if you can figure out people's why, you know how to sell them. So I would ask him, like, I'm always thinking, like, why are these people here? Why am I on the phone? Like, that's like my brain goes different because I've done this for so damn long. But that's just what I need to understand from his process. If until you understand someone's why they're doing anything, you sincerely don't know how to sell them. Like, like, I'm about to get a new car, okay? And why am I going to go with the Cadillac Escalade? There's a reason behind it. So everything is a why. So my man Usman, you want a 911. Why do you want a 911?
I'm trying to
Usman.
find the unmute button.
Okay.
Why do I want a 911?
Yeah.
It's it just gives you a different feeling when you're driving. I've
Okay.
driven M cars, and then I get behind the wheel of a 911, having that engine behind you, just hearing it purr,
Okay.
driving it on the road, the way the car corners, it just, in my opinion, there's just nothing like it, and that's a lot of people's opinions. So
So tell me this much. How will that make your life better?
I could say I drive a 911.
Okay. And I could tell by the way that you smiled like you sincerely want one.
100%.
Okay. Y'all want to see something funny? I shouldn't say funny, like get to, all right. So let me ask you this another why. All right. Why didn't you sign up for the program last time? No, you ain't got to answer that. That was just funny. That was
Nah.
just funny. That was all good. You ain't got to answer it. But so there's always a why. That was my point. Okay. So until you understand someone's true why, like like me personally, like why do you work so hard? Typically, you got a family and you want to provide a better life. There's always a why to anything and everything someone does. Why do you when you go to the store and you want to buy some furniture and someone comes up and you just say, I'm looking, even though you're there purposely ready to buy some furniture. Why do you say that? Because it's just like part of us. We're stuck in patterns. So until I know his thought pattern, it's hard for me to sell him. Average people will just talk, 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 and they don't truly think about the psychology behind the sale. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yep.
And if I promise you this, if you can interrupt someone's thought pattern, your closing percentage will be one of the best that you will ever come across. If you can truly understand someone's thought pattern and you can actually stop that, that's the difference of a good salesperson and like a grandmaster salesperson.
Could I say something?
Let's go.
Michael,
Yes,
one,
sir.
one of the things that my managers taught us, for that specific situation, when they're talking about like why should I buy your vehicle, like if I could find this like a better deal for a vehicle with less miles or something like this online or something like that, when they're bringing those sorts of objections up, it kind of goes back to the conviction thing where our managers taught us the specific word track where it's like, oh yeah, I can understand that. I appreciate you sharing it with me. Let me ask you this. I mean, you came in here for a reason, right? You came in here because you saw our vehicle online. You saw it had the lowest miles and it was at the best price, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be in here, right?
Correct. Yep.
So, what would make their car better than ours?
Oh, well, I mean, it's brand new. There's, your car has 60,000 miles on it. The new car would have way less.
Okay, let me ask you, why didn't you inquire about a new car then?
Great question. I'm a Hyundai store. It's a Honda, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was a question that I definitely could have asked was why didn't you inquire or why did you inquire on this car? What made you reach out about this car? I did say, because, sir, I was reaching out to you because you reached out to me inquiring about the vehicle that I had in stock. So, but that's definitely great. And in that moment, I didn't ask enough questions. I kind of got not locked up, but I lost control of myself because he kept asking the same question over and over and over again.
Backed yourself in a
I
corner?
did, and I didn't. No, I just didn't take control of the situation, and I didn't. I could have, as you're pointing out, could have taken it in a couple different directions and gone to why why go look at a new car, which I'm usually pretty good about pointing to why my car? Because you wouldn't reach out to me like you said, you wouldn't have reached out to me if I didn't have a really aggressive price. And we've been in business for 101 years. My owner, prides himself on having the most aggressive price right off the bat. We don't want you to have to be at the dealership for 14 hours. We want you to see the car, like the car, take the car home, and think of us the next time you're ready to buy a vehicle. So.
And the no haggle thing, like I use that line. We allow haggling at the dealership. Allow it. We don't want to. We barely.
No.
One of the things we go through is we tell them, yeah, we don't have thousands of dollars in these cars. I mean, if it was for a few $100s off on payment, like if we're a few $100s off, we're $20 away from your payment or something like that. That's something we could possibly think about. But we don't put $1,000 in these vehicles. We recondition them fully for you. We have a 150-point inspection. These vehicles go through service. They get detailed for you. We don't have much room to move. With the price we put online, that's the best price. I can promise you, I myself will put in a lot of work for you to get you the best deal available. But there's just there's no haggle dealership.
I go to experience. I try to take it off the price and put it about the experience. The reason that you're reaching out to us is, I mean, we've been in business 100 years. You see our commercials all the time. We're, one of the top places to work out or to work at and to buy a car from. So that's the experience is what you're coming in. You're coming in because it's a simple, easy process. We don't play any games. We don't add on fees. We don't charge you for nitrogen tires. We don't do all the BS. It's a very smooth, efficient process. And out of that, you're going to spend more time in your car enjoying the car than at the dealership trying to, and that's like, yeah, I mean, if I spent, 20 minutes with you telling you that I do no haggle, and all of a sudden I discount the car $1,000, then I really wasn't ever no hassle pricing, and I wasn't operating out of integrity. So
Yeah.
Um,
Did y'all learn some stuff tonight?
what's that?
Did y'all learn some stuff tonight?
I learned
Oh yeah.
some stuff tonight.
Definitely. Yep.
Definitely learn a lot.
Michael, did you know the percentage of people who said they would pay more for a better experience?
What is it?
78% of people would pay, it might be even higher, would pay more money for a better experience.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great like pitch, word track to have. Like we're all about your experience here. Like we provide this for you for the reason of you having a better experience so you can experience your car faster, so you can get in and out so you don't have to sit here for all day because no one wants to sit at a dealership all day. I tell you, I don't want to do it. I just do it to live.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I tell people, I mean, it's not, I mean, we're not having like New York bad weather, but it's, 40 degrees outside. So I always told people like, look, it's Saturday. I'd rather be outside with you enjoying enjoying the beautiful weather than stuck in here. So I want you to be in and out and, working on the enjoying part of the car, not in this dealership having to, wait for finance and do all that. So
Well, all right. Usman, what was your biggest takeaway of the night?
Definitely got to work on my tonality when, especially when I'm speaking to clients over the phone. Um, Again, as I said, in my head, it sounds like I'm doing it, but I really have to listen to my own phone calls. And we have car wars, so we do have access to listening to our own phone calls. And just I just never do it.
All right. It'll help you. Aiden, biggest takeaway.
Control, 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 and rapport questions. Just have the control, ask the right questions, and then build your rapport up and fuck, you could sell water to a fish.
James Copus, biggest takeaway.
Mine is conviction, tonality, and knowing what to say, and like Aiden said, asking the right questions.
Good stuff. Michael, biggest takeaway.
biggest takeaway was the tonality and the figuring out the going back to the why instead of getting lost in stuff. The way to get out of being lost or stuck is to put it back on them and ask questions. You did a really good job when you were doing the role play with Aiden, asking the questions and bringing the energy. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, again, just asking questions, getting them talking,
Yeah.
making sure you're taking good notes, and interrupt. And then I noticed what you do is the you're amazing or you're a great guy, which I think was great. Uh, uh, and the looking for the openings, because a lot of times, again, like you get, we get so focused on I gotta, where are you coming from? Where are you going? What are you paying? Da 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 to the, to finding the opening to, oh gosh, why do you love your Ford? Or, what was your most fun trip in the Ford? Ask, the camping thing. Oh, where do you like to go camping? Da, 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 like.
And Sean Whalen's lions, not sheep.
Yeah. Yep.
I like the shirt. Chase Howells, you there? Biggest takeaway.
His birthday today.
Who's? Oh, Sean Whalen? I didn't know that. Mike, biggest takeaway? Church, biggest takeaway? They might not say nothing.
I think one of them's the one that's too embarrassed to talk.
Chase Howells, he's not.
Danny's gone. Danny's gone. Turn your camera on. Let's have fun.
What's up, Bob?
What's up? What'd you learn tonight?
I mean, I just like watching the role play, how people, um, handle the situations. I take control though, man. If you lose control, when the sale's over. So, as long as you stay in control and keep control of your customer, you're gonna sell cars.
Good stuff.
So,
Good to see you tonight, or good to hear from you tonight.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mike, Church, anything? Y'all enjoy it?
I got a question before you leave, Brent.
Let's do it.
About the well, many questions still, but about the Ollie, about the AI notes and stuff. How do you? Is there a way of accessing that
Yeah,
offline?
it's Stephanie.
What's that?
Stephanie's my wife. She
Oh,
Yeah.
sets up the technology. But going back to it, AI, what's up?
Is there a way of getting access to the log,
To the log. What log?
to the chat log? Well, I can see all the notes that are being taken.
Oh, I'd see. I don't even have the
you
damn.
might need to click in the top right, the AI companion, or you might need to just ask your own because you can go down here in the chat, I believe. No,
I'll
It says
send y'all a
request
replay. How about that?
request access. Yeah, or that would be
you
good
can
too.
also request to record.
Please, please do. I would appreciate that.
Yeah, I got y'all. Just do me a favor, please. Because how about this? I'll take a picture and I'll know it, but y'all just send me Michael Lang, I think I have most of y'all's emails for real. James Copus, I don't know if I have your email as well. Chase, send me yours. I know where you work, but I don't know if I have yours. If you just send me a message, just give me your email address, and then I won't have to, because my wife does all of the technology. Just send me that. She's already asleep. I already know that, so she'll get it to you first thing tomorrow morning.
Like PM or DM me on Facebook.
Yeah, just send me a message, meaning like I got yours, Michael. You just text it to me. My cell phone number is everywhere. You can on TikTok, Facebook. Just send me a message wherever. Just include your name, phone number, and I'll get it right over to you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Thumbs up.
Oh, okay.
Usman, what do you? There you go. Church, what's up, man?
Fun.
Doing all right?
Uh-oh.
You're muted.
Yes, I didn't realize.
I think this is Timmy Church. Is this Timmy Church? Yeah, all right. Yeah, he lives around me. I know somebody that I know he knows Dawson, so good people.
What's it like to live in Kansas?
I live in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah, Kentucky.
It's
Sorry, Michigan.
freaking beautiful, buddy. It's got horses, it's got beautiful women, it's got more barrels. There's more barrels of bourbon in Kentucky than there are people. Did you know that?
It's the
You
best.
you have to
No,
be
I
very
didn't know that, but it sounds like a place I'd like.
It's the
Kentucky is a beautiful place. You have to be very careful about traveling because Brent will tell you that if this is Kentucky, the time zone between East Coast and West Coast, or Central Time and East Coast time, goes directly through the middle of Kentucky. And I spent a lovely month there doing telecom work. And I showed up as my first project. And I showed up to the Verizon office, and the guy was like, "Well, we got a golf course down here. We got a, gun range down here." And I was like hot to trot to start this project. And I literally spent a week because they were like, "Oh, we don't have fiber to the post yet." So I stayed in a hotel for a week, went to three different jobs. Finally, was like, my boss was like, "All right, I'm going to send you to another state," not realizing that I was in the central. I was one or the other. I was in the central time zone and the airport's in the east coast time zone. And I was literally driving to the airport. My travel agent called me. She goes, "Hey, idiot, where are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm in X town." And I'm going, she goes, "You're in the central time zone and the airport's in the East Coast time zone, right?" And I was like, "No, no, I didn't know that." So I had to pay the guy I had working with me a couple $100 to drive me to Ohio. So I was like, beautiful
Oh,
place, but you got to be careful because it's, yeah.
I know.
What
Other than
up,
that,
Timmy Church? It's the first time I've ever really seen you, man. I talked to you before, but
Yes, sir. You doing all right?
every day's a blessing.
Sir,
You learned something tonight?
appreciate yeah, man, I appreciate the session. I like main things mastering the phones. Not being good, but you gotta master it. Like I told you at my dealership, like I said, it's kind of just foot traffic. We don't really get no leads. They go to BDC and they kind of hold on to the leads until they either set an appointment or it's dead. So you know what I'm saying, not a lot of opportunities. So my biggest thing is just creating my own leads, but just hearing you tonight, just talking about the CRM, the orphan leads, like, yeah, I got to do better. Get in there and start calling people.
All right. Well,
Oh,
y'all,
yeah. When it comes to creating our own leads and prospecting and stuff like that, what's your biggest tip when it comes to those sorts of things? Because I know I post like videos on TikTok of like cars and stuff. Like what other avenues do you think I could go down to help get people to get eyes on not only the dealership, but on me as a salesperson?
Sell out of service, do Facebook Marketplace, do TikTok. On top of that, you need to retain your customers. On top of that, you can generate it by getting really good on the phone and calling just dead leads, orphan leads. Um, like, buddy, there's your dealership has tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people to call.
But
Um,
TikTok is
best advice, like I've said at the beginning, the phone. If you make 100 phone calls, you can talk to at least 10 to 18 people a day. You talk to 10 to 18 people a day times 25, 26 working days in a month. You can sell 20 cars just literally just
Off
making phone calls.
statistics.
That's it. Like I swear, my first time ever in the car business, I started on the 16th of 1 month. I took zero lot ups and I just took a few internet leads. I sold 21 deals by the end of the month, and the only way that I was able to do it is just call people. That's it. That's how I generated every damn deal. I might have got one, two deals out of the internet, but literally just call, 150 people a day. I'll talk to X number of people. I'm very good on the phone. I set appointments. When they get there, I close. It's over. So if your dealership has people, your manager will give you people to call. Like you come up to me as a manager, whatever, I want people to call. Here's 10,000 people. Here's a few thousand people. Here's a few hundred people. There's people that you can call. That's all you need. Just give me people and then get really good on the phone.
Mhm. What is your best tip to practice getting better on the phone? Obviously, besides role playing.
No,
So
no,
that's uno numero.
just have a script, know what you're going to say, because so many people just wing it. Know what you're going to say. It needs to be thought out.
are you a
Knowing what to
script
say is everything.
you're a script guy but be flexible, or you encourage like a structure, or are you literally like
I just want my intro. That's why, like on my training program, I literally have zero scripts in there. I have intros, and I teach people how to go off of the intros, using in the openings, using in questions.
I like
Um, you just need an intro to get your way in. If I can get my way in, I'll figure out everything. I just need to get my way in, and that's only 30 seconds. So mastering that 30 seconds, and then you're pretty quick, buddy. I told you that. I texted you that. Like your brain works pretty good. Like you're creative. I can tell that. So just get your damn intro. Once you do that, buddy, your questions, meaning how quick your brain can think, it's over.
Okay.
sometimes yeah too much? But yeah,
All
no,
right.
awesome call, awesome again.
This was
I'm,
good. I got a lot of notes.
that's why I'm doing it. Tomorrow, tomorrow I'm probably going to do like 9 o'clock because I got something super early on Saturday morning. So I'll do this again tomorrow night. If y'all want to join it, it'll be the same link. It'll be tomorrow morning or I said tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening at 9 o'clock Eastern time.
Perfect.
Eastern time.
Yeah.
If y'all need anything, let me know. Sincerely appreciate y'all. And let's keep leveling up.
Yes, sir.
Great.
All right, y'all have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Have a good night.
You
Have a
too.
blessed night.